2, 3. Welcome to Finding Kindness!
Hi, I'm Genevieve. That's Richie, and there's Gannon. Follow us as we travel the country finding kindness everywhere we go. You find what you're looking for, and we're finding kindness.
Today's episode hit the road.
It's our first trip for the show and our first trip in the RV. But first, we pick up Grandma at the airport to help take care of Gannon while we're filming.
Woohoo! He was much younger then. How old were you?
Yeah. And where are we off to?
Berkeley!
Berkeley! Where we meet
Bela.
I think so many of us struggle with this, that we don't believe that our hearts are really that, big, that we're really that kind, that we really have that much light to share and to give. But we do.
So how long have you been in this neighborhood?
A little bit over a year. I moved here from Washington, D.C. I took a leap of faith. I just quit my job and said, I'm moving across the country.
Wow, and what made you want to move here?
I think definitely the community out here. I mean, I have great friends in D.C., but I just felt really drawn to a lot of the community that came out of service space.
So how did you start? So you got out here, and is that when you started volunteering?
No, I got involved about, I would say the summer of 2011. Finally, I stopped stalking and following them online. My 9 to 5 is humanitarian immigration law, so that mostly means helping people that are fleeing persecution. And it's a privilege on the one hand, but then it's also really, really draining. And it also it can make you feel really jaded in a way, because it just makes you kind of like, is there good in the world? And so service space, Kind Spring, it's like I don't want to say the word balance, but it kind of refills my cup. And so I'm able to be more compassionate.
So tell me about Kind Spring. What is Kind Spring?
Yeah, it's all about small acts of kindness. And it's a community that's been built over the years that share stories about small acts of kindness. For me, when I hear about other people's experiences and compassion and kindness, it inspires me to take that back into the monotony of my life, and whatever context in my life in that moment is not so inspiring, that is bringing me down, and think about, okay, well, how can I just go in and take that and bring it back into your life? Because ultimately, like meditation, you gotta take it off the cushion and actually practice it in your reality, whatever that is.
You started by going to helpothers.org, and it helped you de-stress.
Yeah, I mean, because I think that what makes people feel stressed out is just feeling overwhelmed. And then that overwhelm and not having anyone to share it with, not having that community. So it's that overwhelm and then feeling isolated and just really alone. And so help others, because it's like this portal of just inspiring stories from people that you don't even know. And just really beautiful stories, like things that when you become overwhelmed and when you feel isolated, I think that cynic in you sort of gets more of the attention, and you think, oh, well, that's not possible, or you lose that sense of possibility. But when people share these stories of kindness and how they just did something so small, but it touched someone in such a powerful way, it's just, I don't know, it's like a cup of magical coffee. I love coffee. So, yeah. And it's interesting because, like, I feel like it's not natural for me. You know, like sometimes I'm with people in this community and I feel like, oh, I don't know if I really belong here.
So what part doesn't feel natural? What part isn't you?
Just that inspiration that seems like when you read stories on Kind Spring, you know, and there's so many stories that people are like, oh, well, you know, just wanted to be kind. And so I just made all these cookies and then I just went to this random place and gave them away. Or like, I'm gonna make all these beautiful postcards and then just randomly stick them on car windshields to brighten up people's day. Like, I don't think that would naturally just occur to me, you know?
See, that's interesting. I think that's interesting because when we walked in, you're making the card.
Right, but that's like, it's coming from this community. It's like, it inspires me.
Oh.
Yeah, and so it's interesting because sometimes I'm in it and I'm like, well, why is this not like, why didn't this idea come to me like on its own? And so I guess my point is it's been a really expansive, heart-growing experience for me. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I am introverted, and I do think that there's a lot of sometimes like walls around my heart, and I feel like slowly some of them are crumbling, melting away, and I'm developing more trust.
Because 2 years ago, I never thought that I could just, you know, up and quit my job and move across the country and start all over and not, you know, it's just that would have been, I grew up in a, you know, traditional Indian family, very practical, you know, you don't just quit without having something else lined up, and what are you doing? Whenever I tell people that, especially my, you know, friends from DC, they're like, wow, I can't believe you did that. That just takes so much courage. And I'm always like, you know, I guess it maybe does take courage, but I feel like I got that courage just from all of the strength that community has helped me to cultivate, and just faith and like when you have a pure intention, just faith that it's going to work out and the universe is going to support you.
Today's time to listen.
Celebrate change and honor new beginnings. And if you can, make it a big deal. Good morning. Hello. Welcome. Thank you.
What's up? Hey, I don't know. I thought maybe I'd come over and see if you'd chop off a piece of my hair.
Really?
You know? Yeah. I'm just scissors right here. Just kidding. Come on in. When I was deciding to cut it all off, I think sometimes you can make a bigger deal out of things than really needs to be made or more special. And so I started looking into cultures that make a big deal about cutting the hair and why.
Yeah.
So in the Buddhist ceremony, the family comes and they first cut the hair and then they shave it. And as they're doing it, the point is to wish the person prosperity, but also to hope for them that they can release from the ego and the material. Wow. So that's sort of what I'm asking, but also wishing well to whatever child ends up with my hair. As my friend Sarah, who we're going to next, was like, may they get all the wisdom without the baggage. And I was like, yes, that's exactly, that would be great. Can you give her the good shares? How often do we ask the people that we love just to wish us well?
All right, ready, set.
If you have the opportunity to be mindful about it and make it a big deal, we so often make a big deal out of those small things that ultimately aren't important, and they're usually the negative ones.
Yeah.
Whereas a move to a new home, grieving the old home in that move, honoring this new space that you're coming into, and like actually infusing it with something and your energy. I think for me, I would like to take those moments so that when I don't get to the end of the moment and I've missed it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I moved, but I didn't take the time to make it special.
This is so cool because it's not just hair you're giving away.
I know.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
But this is your connection to kindness. All right, I'm doing this.
Okay.
Okay. Light ahead. This is
one of the coolest things I've ever been asked to do. Genevieve, thank you so much for letting me do this. This is very sweet. This is a huge honor.
It's the sound, really.
Wow, here it comes. This is crazy.
Best sound. Yeah, it takes several.
Takes longer than you think.
my first cut.
Here you go. That's so far out.
There it is.
Number 3.
Number
It's
3.
Very cute. You look like a 3-year-old from mine.
That was for Jan, but
that was for
unfortunately
Jan.
I cut it all sideways on the end.
It's all right. I can still use it.
This is the first one. There it goes.
Oh, that was a good one. Look at that. Those are the thicker ones.
It's like I'm fishing. This is the one I caught.
Wait, I have a little
Check
thing.
this out.
Keep rolling. I have a little thing. I'll be right back. I wanted to give everybody a little memory of it and a little thank you. So, but anyway, you do
Okay.
oracle cards if you wanna.
I've never done oracle cards before, so this will be my first oracle card.
So you can either ask a question or just ask the, what you need to know, or like what's good today, or just keep an open mind, and it should be a message for you either for today or just in general. Okay. So you don't have to think of anything really. That's okay. And then turn it over. That's beautiful.
That's a really good one for me. Yeah, that's a really good one for me.
This is a good one for me. Because every time I say, here's what I can do, I think, wait a minute, why stop there?
Good things are going to happen.
Yes, they are. That's a good one.
Good things are happening.
Which one did she get? Your grateful heart is a magnet for miracles.
I love it. You are a magnet for miracles. There is no doubt.
A tattoo of this on my forehead.
Show enough. Okay. It's somewhere over here. Follow your dreams. They know the right way to go.
That was such a great day. And even if we didn't film it, it's a day I will always remember. And I love my new haircut. Change can be overwhelming even if we choose it. But if we're mindful about it, all change can be meaningful. And sometimes even a celebration for ourselves and others.
What is the kindest thing ever done for you?
My kid's mother giving me my kids. What's the second question?
That was good. That was quick. That was good. The second question is, what is the kindest thing you've ever done?
I'll give somebody that's in need. Gave him a coat off my back. And the third question is?
Third question is, what is one thing people could do to be kinder?
Just learn how to love one another.
That's it. Thank you so much.
And remember, kindness is like everywhere. Find it, find it, find it.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Today's episode
Episode's hard to say.
It is.
I say episode.
You can, jellyface.
Can you help me cut my hair? Yes. Yes, I can. Does it have to look good? No. Perfect. I can do that.
It's so different if you just called up and be like, hey, I'm gonna cut my hair. I'd be like, cool, let me know how it looks. But now that you're making like a thing of it, I'm like, oh, wow. Let's get out the roses and the nuts.
Is the truck too loud? Okay. Buses, buses, trucks and trains. Buses, buses, trucks and trains. Buses, buses, trucks and trains. Sirens, sirens, sirens. You just have to find it.
Your turn.
Did you get a haircut?
Just a trim.
Kindness is everywhere.